It starts with an online job posting looking to hire fishing hands. One captain, 3 inexperienced crewmen, and 2 very different stories about what actually happened last week on a boat that ended with a Coast Guard escort.
So one of the crew members from Jacksonville is telling First Coast News' Julia Janae he was actually held captive. Julia joins us now with more. Julia.
That's right, Anthony. Bill Owens has an account of this event on Facebook. It's gotten nearly 2,000 shares. It's a commercial boat fishing trip that he says took a turn for the worse. He was expecting it to last about 6 days. Tonight, he's explaining how his iPhone helped him with some rarely used apps get back to land.
Oh my God, this is really happening. This really just happened.
Bill Owen is calling his attempt at the fisherman's life a job gone wrong.
We were dropping between 11 and 1,400 hooks every day.
He says he signed up for a 6-day gig on the water.
And Tuesday came and we were told, we're not going in. I'm not going to tell you when we're going in. I'm not going to tell you where we are.
He says while at sea, things became tense and combative.
That was when it went from being not fun to this is a serious issue.
With nothing but ocean around him.
I thought we were off the coast of St. Augustine. We were off the coast of North Carolina at some point.
He says the crew was unsure how the trip would end.
It got progressively worse, and it got from just, aggressive talk to aggressive action. If I hadn't called the Coast Guard, I don't know where that day was going.
Discreetly using his smartphone, he sent a text to 911.
Once we got close enough to land, I got that first bar of cell phone signal and I started getting text messages.
He says immediately he got a text back.
I figured this out kind of on the fly.
Without access to the boat's navigation, he used the Share My Location feature on his phone. He also used the Compass app. It comes standard with most iPhones, and gave him his exact geographical coordinates to give to the Coast Guard on their now 10th day at sea.
It was about 32 minutes. They were there fast. I mean, they saved us. I didn't think we were going to make it.
The Coast Guard confirms they escorted this fishing boat back to Fort Pierce, but they can't comment any further because the incident remains an open investigation.
Now, I talked at length to the captain. He declined doing a recorded interview, but he says he's been doing commercial fishing for nearly 35 years. He denies holding anyone against their will. He says that the crew didn't understand how much time and hard work goes into this type of commercial fishing trip. He says he's had several crews lately that have been unhappy after the trip was over. Now, Owens' post on Facebook makes a reference to this incident being connected to a human trafficking ring. We have not found any evidence supporting that claim, and there are no arrests or charges that were made once that boat reached land. Now, as for Owen, he says it will be a while before he trusts going back on a boat for work. Reporting live, Julia Janae, First Coast News.
Julia, quite